When you are a stripper and then sort of you make the leap to like, "Hey, I could have sex with these guys and get paid 5 grand." That's a big leap though, right?
When you've been stripping for a couple years, you don't wanna work 8 hours in the club. You'd rather go make 5 grand in 20 minutes than have to bust your ass all night for that. So, making that jump was really hard for me because I had a ton of religious trauma. I grew up
Right.
Southern Pentecostal. So, even thinking about doing that was so hard for me. But I think, when you fall deeper into your addiction and you get a lot more desensitized to your surroundings, it makes it a little bit easier. And then, of course, once you jump off that cliff, you're like, oh, okay, I did it. So, I could do it again and I can do it again. And like you're in survival mode. So you're not thinking about the abuse that you're putting your body through.
And the money is insane.
Absolutely. I mean, money is the root of all evil. So a lot of girls in Vegas, that's the road that we take. And I really try not to glamorize it. My story is completely different than some girls who have been in sex work. I had crazy things happen to me when I was in sex work, but for the most part, I told myself that I was doing it to take my power back from all the power that was taken from me as a child. And in reality, that's not what I was doing. I was just living again in survival mode and feeding my addiction, but also just, not walking a path that I would ever want, a little girl listening to my story or reading my book to walk. Like, I want them to learn from me. Like, it worked out for me because I was so tenacious, but a lot of girls don't. It's a dead end road. A lot of girls don't get out like I did.
Don't a lot of dudes who are really lonely inside really want you to fall in love with them?
So I had a lot of sugar daddies that, would try to get me to marry them. And I couldn't do it. I always separated business from pleasure. Obviously, I have a thing for felons and tattooed felons. It was
You
my
do.
drug dealers is my thing. And I just always kind of lived a double life, it would be go to work, make my money, come home, take the mask off and be a girlfriend or a wife to whoever it was that I was with at the time.
What is the whole sugar daddy thing?
It depends because there's different situations. A lot of men have mommy issues and they want like some sort of like mother figure, wife figure in their life. A lot of men have control issues. So they love controlling you with money. I would have sugar daddies that would like, buy me Shelby's and then try to take them back every other week and hold money over your head or cut your credit cards off or, it was just always, it's always something different. I had a lot of girlfriends who fell in love with their sugar daddies. And actually, I have a lot of girlfriends who are still with some of their sugar daddies that they fell in love with. And I love that for them. I think that's so cool. But I
Right.
just could never be with a man who was a trick. I would always look at him like that. And it's just, I don't know, I just don't have respect for a man who can do that.